From the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
Time for a look at this morning's top stories. 19 crew members and 2 passengers aboard a cruise ship have been diagnosed with coronavirus. The Grand Princess is currently quarantined off the coast of Northern California with more than 3,600 people on board. It's still not clear exactly where that ship will dock. Here's a look at the numbers of coronavirus cases in the Bay Area, according to reports from each county's health department. The Bay Area's largest county, Santa Clara, has the most reported cases with 24. Stanford University says a faculty member from its School of Medicine has tested positive for coronavirus. The university says that person has not been at work since first experiencing symptoms. Stanford has canceled all in-person classes for the final 2 weeks of the winter quarter. Coronavirus concerns have prompted the cancellation of this year's St. Patrick's Day Parade in San Francisco. Also canceled are shows by San Francisco Symphony and Ballet. For more on closures and cancellations, go to KPIX.com. President Trump is replacing acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney, saying Mulvaney will become the special envoy for Northern Ireland. His replacement is Congressman Mark Meadows of North Carolina. In the biblical city of Bethlehem, Palestinian officials have shut down the Church of the Nativity because of coronavirus concerns. The closure comes weeks ahead of the busy Easter holiday season that draws big crowds of visitors to what's believed to be the birthplace of Jesus Christ. The move came after 7 hotel employees in Bethlehem tested positive for the virus. One of the country's biggest festivals of the year has now been canceled because of coronavirus. Just days after assuring attendees that South by Southwest would go on, Austin's mayor has pulled the plug. The 2-week event featuring tech, film, and music attracts more than 50,000 to the Texas town. But the mayor says that fears over spreading the disease forced him to declare a local disaster in the city and shut it all down. The event was set to kick off next Friday with feature appearances by Twitter's Jack Dorsey, the Beastie Boys, and Ozzy Osbourne. Here in the Bay Area, you may not see as many tech workers out and about. Facebook is advising its Bay Area employees to work remotely. And starting today, other companies are giving the work from home recommendation. Twitter, Square, Microsoft, and Google. The move by Google follows its earlier recommendation for employees in Washington state to work remotely amid the spread of the virus there. If you own an iPhone, you could get $25 from Apple. The company has agreed on a $500 million settlement over claims it intentionally slowed down older phones to encourage owners to buy new phones or batteries. Apple admitted to the claims a few years ago and offered discounted battery replacements, but many customers had already spent hundreds of dollars on a new phone. You can see if you qualify online. A federal judge in San Jose still needs to approve the settlement. The International Space Station will be home to a few space tourists next year. SpaceX is teaming up with Axiom Space to send 3 people to the space station for at least 8 days. Each ticket costs $55 million. The New York Times reports that at least 1 seat is already booked. This may be the first fully private human spaceflight to orbit involving no governmental space agencies. The next Mars rover now has a name. This week, a 7th grader from Virginia won a contest with his one-word suggestion, perseverance. He's going to get a chance to see the rover blast off from Cape Canaveral in July. Scientists hope the $2 billion mission will answer key questions about the red planet's past. Previous missions have confirmed that eons ago the red planet could have supported life. Scientists at the Jet Propulsion's laboratory in Pasadena are eager to learn more.
Rewind 3.5 billion years ago, Mars, we believe, was much more Earth-like. There was much more water, apparently. We can tell that fairly clearly from the geology on Mars. There was water flowing around rivers and lakes and so forth. The big question is, how Earth-like was it?
They hope to find important evidence in an ancient river delta. Next year, the Perseverance will drill into rock to gather samples in the search for signs that microbial life once existed there. And here's another spot on Mars that has scientists intrigued. An image posted by NASA shows a hole in a volcano. That opening is about 115 feet across with a cavern below roughly 60 to 70 feet deep. The cave is most likely protected from the harsh surface, so it could hold signs of life.
All right, taking a look at high-def Doppler live, and it's raining, mainly in the North Bay at this point. You can see the showers are working their way up 101 right through Sonoma County, and I showed you Petaluma many times in this newscast, getting some of the best of the rain. But that's just for now. A wider view on this shows you the showers will move across the entire Bay Area between now and noon today. We're all going to get some out of this, even though it's not a lot. Less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. Most of that comes before about 1 o'clock this afternoon. No rain on Sunday. And then a chance for more light rain, mainly in the South Bay for Monday. That's really going to be for the Santa Cruz Mountains southward. We can't rule out a chance for a few more light sprinkles on Monday. This does not make up for what we've missed out on, but it's a start. Light rain today. Happy to say it.
All right, so not a pretty Saturday, but much needed.
Yes.
And thanks so much for watching us this morning. We'll be right back here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Enjoy your Saturday.